Bang. Steve, I can't do my come back in the chair anymore because he doesn't do it.
Oh, fuck him.
You know what I mean? No, he's been
That's
right.
the only reason I watched.
I know. I still watch him, though. You know what I mean? No, he's been
That's
right.
the only reason.
I still watch him.
Somebody forgot to mute.
Whoops.
Hey, I want to make a big announcement before you get rolling.
Go right ahead.
I was on a live stream just like 20 minutes ago with Prepping to Endure.
Cool.
Really?
Had an awesome conversation. He should go live more often.
So you're telling me? Let me get this fucking straight. No, he's pissing me off. Let me get this straight.
Chat whore. So what?
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about being a chat whore. Let me get this straight. How many years has Prepping to Endure been coming on our chats?
Right.
And all of a sudden, out of the blue, he's doing a fucking chat?
Yeah, I think he needs to come on.
And he doesn't come on my chat?
I know.
Or your chat?
But no.
He just comes on his own chat. Okay. I just need to know how things are going.
Now, even with that said, herein lies a whole nother fucking question that I think concerns a few moments. I know you got our phone numbers, Peckerhead. No text, no nothing. You can't tell nobody what's going on.
Wow.
True.
Okay.
I was too involved in the conversation.
Wow.
Damn it. Sorry.
Jesus, I see how this is gonna go tonight. So I already started off with a bang. Get it? I started with a bang. Nobody caught that. All right. Well. Dig a big hole. Well, get it? It's a big hole. Well, that's a deep subject.
That's deep, Mike. Get it?
Jay Watterson, 69, has found his way back to the chat. After weeks of research, after weeks of research, it has been confirmed this chat needs a little less J-Watt. No, it doesn't. It needs more J-Watt. And by the way, you might be noticing, J-Watt, that we don't see another member of the Palm Knocking Club with us tonight, right? We don't see Miss Dish.
Damn it.
Miss Dish is a little under the weather.
Uh-oh.
So she texted me while I was still at work, and she texted me to let me know that she wouldn't be on the chat. And I told her that's obviously okie dokie, as long as she feels better. That's all I give a shit about is I want her to feel better. You know.
All right.
Hang on, Mikey.
Buddy.
You know, you've been threatening to get rid of some of the palm knockers, as you call them. Her absence tonight from feeling under the weather wouldn't have nothing to do with you asking me about different natural plants that could be used in piss poor ways, would it?
No.
Okay.
All right, let me do a little. All right, so we got Jay Watt. Welcome back, Jay Watt. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it really is. So, and I get what you're saying. So, but listen, you know what I mean? How many years it's been? All right, now.
Yeah, it's too late to fuck off now. You're in.
Miss Shalisa Shaw is in here with us, obviously, as is Stevie's Woodworking and Homestead. Minus Miss Susie. Miss Susie is with family tonight. So maybe we'll see Miss Susie tomorrow night on Stevie's chat. Multi-Gummin, how the hell are you? Good to see you. Brenda J. How are you doing? P. NASCAR's made it tonight, folks. P. NASCAR says another chat in the gutter right off the bat. Down East Barber. Hey, how the hell you been? Things cold up there yet? It's like 47 degrees here, so it's got to be cold where you are. And you getting that? Are you getting that hurricane that Canada's getting? You might be getting some good rain.
Isn't that going to be Nova Scotia or up by?
Yeah, right up. It's going to miss us, but you got to remember though, Bry's up on the. So you know how Maine curves off to the right into the Atlantic. Bry's up that way.
It's not going to make it all the way up to Newfoundland, is it?
I have no idea, but he'll still get the weather. He'll get the seas. He'll get the rain. Fudge Fork 8. How the hell are you, sir? Great to see you.
Oh, congratulations to Fuzz.
Fuzz Fork got out of the YouTube jail today. Very glad that bread and water diet had me on and really sucked. Well, welcome
Anybody want
back.
to take up a wager how long it takes for him to get back in?
Yeah. All right, so and that's it, I believe, right? I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I missed anybody. Yeah. So listen, 46 this morning, Fuzz to you, sir. Fuzzy. Yeah, we got that now. It's in it. The fucking wind just rips right through it, and I'm not dressed for it either. You know, I don't have
I got my
the
window
long.
open.
Yeah, I know you people that live in the freaking cold. My wife. Oh, I can't stand the cold. I can't throw a snowball at you. I'm too cold. I hate the cold. I hate the cold. Go in my bedroom. The fucking window's wide open.
More clothes on.
You know. Anywho, so listen, Stevie, Shalisa, you guys weren't here backstage when I was talking with Stump and Gunpowder Beauty.
Thank goodness.
So this is where Jaywalk can make fun of Mikey D. So remember that. Notice how I'm not glitching. Anybody notice that yet? I'm not glitching. So you know why I'm not glitching, Stevie and Shalisa? Do you know?
Did you finally figure it out?
I did. Do you know what it was?
I can't figure it out.
Okay, I figured it out. It had nothing to do with my kid taking the bandwidth. You know how many times I've told you I had this fucking boost underneath this table that my laptop's on? Which there is. It's been there for, I don't know, year and a half. I was just informed that the Wi-Fi on my computer has to be the Wi-Fi to that fucking booster. It's a separate Wi-Fi than the house.
Oh,
So in other words, I have two Wi-Fis coming into my house, right? And I was supposed to use the booster one.
whoops. How long? How many years?
That fucking has been underneath my table for a year and a half.
You realize that's like 5 years YouTube time, right?
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. So
Well, I'm
yeah,
glad
Miss
you
Dish
figured
is
it
under the
out.
weather, and we hope that she has a speedy recovery, folks. That's not good. So
Poor Dishy.
I never like when people are sick, especially when they're friends of mine. So
And I think we can all take a collective moment to applaud Mikey on finally figuring out his Wi-Fi issue.
oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank
Now,
you.
you just find that damn knife.
I know.
Oh, you found that. That's right.
This one.
Hey, you fixed the Wi-Fi quicker than you found the knife.
I wonder what you were doing when
knife?
you had that aha moment.
I had asked a question. My son, who takes things both literally and to heart, says to his mother. Of course, he uses Mikey is not the Maytag repairman. Absolutely, he uses terminology like "Dad yelled at me." When Dad didn't yell, Dad didn't even raise his voice. He thinks that if I talk to him like this, that I'm mad at him. So he uses the word yell. So then the wife says, "Oh, you're yelling at him." You know what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going with this? Okay.
Yeah.
So I went upstairs. I'm like, whoa, time out. Didn't yell at anybody. So my daughter says, "What's the matter, Dad?" I says, "I don't know." I says, "I don't know if it's him playing the game with the bandwidth and all that, blah blah blah." I says, "But I says I can't do it." I says, "I did updates, all that shit to the computer." I says, "It's my daughter, my soon-to-be 18-year-old daughter. Dad, you on the Wi-Fi?" I go, "Of course I'm on the Wi-Fi." I says, "How do you think I get to come on, I need the Wi-Fi for the." She says, "No, Dad." I says, "And by the way, get rid of the booster thing. Don't work to work a shit. The freaking laptop's 2 feet away from it. It doesn't work. What the hell?" And she goes, "Dad, are you hooked up to the booster Wi-Fi?" I said, "No, honey, I'm hooked up to the Wi-Fi, like you are." She goes, "Yeah, but Dad, that has a different Wi-Fi."
I thought you said you figured it out.
I didn't figure nothing out.
Well,
Me?
technically, i.e., if you're a parent,
Me?
you figured it out. If your kid does,
Yeah.
you get the credit.
True.
So yeah.
I do that.
Right on, Multi.
Except for when something bad happens, then it's all the kids. You don't get no credit for that at all.
So I'm sorry I wasn't around last weekend. I didn't realize my buddy called me. He says, "What are you doing this weekend?" And I'm like, "I got to work Friday night. Why? What do you want? What do you want to do Saturday?" I says, "I'm supposed to be going fishing Saturday, but I don't know yet." Blah 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 blah. He goes, "Well, we're all going to hunting camp. We got a thing of wood coming, like a cord and a half or whatever." And he says, "I got to stack it." I says, "Well, who's going? You got anybody going with you this time?" He's like, "Well, the old man's coming. The old man's almost 70." I says, "He ain't doing anything." He goes, "Ray's coming." Da, 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 da. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go." So I flew up there. I used my neighbor's truck and I flew up. And so yeah, that was a good time.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
It was supposed to be like a 3 hour, and I forget how long it's supposed to be. 3 hours and something. I did it in like 3 hours, fucking 7 minutes, and they're like, I'm like, I don't know. I says, I don't think that friggin' speedometer came above. Went below 85 the whole way.
Right.
I learned how to use the microwave. Now to figure out how to open the child-proof aspirin ball. Don't they suck?
No shit.
And some of them hurt too. You put it in the palm of your hand, and you're like, what the fuck? And you get all the writing all over your hand now, and it's like,
Whack them suckers with a hammer.
I'm just glad that a lot of these pharmacies offer pill bottles where you can flip the top over upside down and it's no longer childproof.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hmm.
I don't have kids in the house.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like if you don't have kids, what the I mean, I have kids, but they're not kids. They're old enough.
All because of a few dumbass parents left the pill bottle on the counter instead of putting it up in the cupboard.
There will always be dumbass parents, so I guess we got.
I know.
Yeah, we can't even use lead paint anymore because kids just eat the paint chips off the wall. Well, you know what? If you were fucking watching your kid, they wouldn't be eating fucking paint chips off the wall.
Stop eating paint chips.
Stop eating that.
We used to make so many jokes like that growing up when someone was acting stupid. You eating paint chips again?
Yep.
So I sent Ohio one.
Funny though.
I don't know what the hell he is. I don't know if he had that memorial or whatever for his sister-in-law, or I don't know how that all went. I know she passed last week, right? So
It's the weirdest thing. He texted me that he was at a wedding.
really,
Yeah. I'm like, did he misspell or miswrite something or?
yes, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if that, because some people, if they're not being put, buried, they're being cremated. That's usually a week, so it's kind of, you don't know. So I won't bother them, obviously. But it's just good to be back. I actually missed doing the chat last week and hanging out with you guys, and
Aw, buddy.
yeah, well, hey, it is what it is. But I had a blast. Had an absolute blast up north. A lot of good laughs. Obviously, there was food enough to fucking. I don't know why we do that every time we go. And we waste more money on food than you can shake a stick at.
Huh.
Like when we go up for the week, he'll go. My buddy will say, "You want to get cold cuts?" Yes, yeah, we'll get cold cuts. What do you want to get? I said, "Don't go crazy. Just get fucking simple shit. Get ham and cheese and fucking salami. Whatever. Don't be fucking." Can I have 3.5 pounds of American cheese? Can I have 3.5 pounds of ham? But can I have 3.5 pounds?
Damn.
Me and you are the only ones that eat it. So you know what I do? Friday night, I'm hungry. What do? I get up and make an omelet. I put the cheese in there. I put the salami in there. I put the fucking. Big dog of the other kind. What's going on, kid?
That
What up there, Timothy?
Oh, we're down to Timothy, are we? Well,
guys-
well.
Closer, huh?
Well, you see, they broke bread, so
They must have a father-son,
broke bread, gave head, same thing. I don't know. I'm just
Timothy.
that's like being called Michael. I hate being called Michael.
Yeah, that was kind of the whole reason of dragging his name out like that, just to aggravate him. But
Why would you want to aggravate the guy?
because he's my buddy.
I get that.
If I don't like you, I don't pick on you.
Same reason you do.
Oh,
But anyway, something in the news down here at the moment, y'all will get a good what the fuck moment out of.
okay.
There's a lady was found in a local
nope.
Belk's clothing shop over in Columbia. Stevie's, you're aware it's fairly decent sized town down here, right? The woman had been in the shitter in Belts for 4 fucking days. She worked in the goddamn store. It took them 4 days to figure out she came in and didn't clock out.
Died.
4 days.
Yeah, she works there.
Yeah.
So she went in the shitter and kicked the bucket.
Yeah. Heart
She goes
attack
in the shitter and dies, and nobody even notices she's gone.
for 4 fucking days.
She's
You
got
know-
no family, the woman.
One thing, let it be what it is. I think I would definitely be hiring some different housekeeping staff at least.
No,
Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, Steve. 4 days. Apparently, she's the only fucking housekeeper.
Wow.
You mentioned she was the housekeeper.
Well, I forgot that part, but yeah, she was the housekeeping staff.
oh man.
But still, you telling me she's the only fucking chick in the whole goddamn place?
Man, I never thought about that. You get a job like that, and your last days could be in there.
Let me tell you something. If my last day is at work, I'm gonna be hating going to hell. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna be going down the escalator going, fuck off, asshole. You owe me a fucking day at least. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going up the escalator. That's already a fucking given. So,
Hey, this is no joke. I knew a guy that done that, man. No shit. Worked
Die
the
at
back
work.
of one of the city sanitation trucks, right? One of the best human beings I've ever known in my life. Call came across the radio. They wanted an ambulance out there, and said what route it was. I called the supervisor up and I asked him, said, look, man, what happened? I'm close by. If somebody needs help, I'm closer in the ambulance, And he told me, he said, nah, ain't nothing you can do. Bill died and had a damn heart attack on the side of the fucking road out there working on the back of the sanitation truck.
Duh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. 2 weeks from retiring.
That's fucking horrible. Joseph,
Yeah.
what's up, kid? Good point by Jerry. She must have been stinking by then.
Yeah, no shit, all bloated up and ugh.
The woman. There's no way that body did not stink for 4 days.
Well, it must have been a really good bathroom.
It's in Belt.
Don't matter. That's no. No. No, that's for Christ's sake. When a fucking mouse dies in your wall, you know how bad that smells. And multiply that by a fucking.
I remember my
Nice.
mom walking around the house.
know.
She told me like a week later there was a mouse under her dresser.
And the only thing you could contribute that being ignored, the only thing you can contribute that to, Belts down here is mostly, I'll say this delicately not to offend anybody, it's an old lady store.
Oh.
So, I could imagine maybe some old lady went in the shitter and, she thought, well, damn, she just smells about as bad as I do when she shits,
Hand her a bottle of perfume under the stall.
Right?
But still, that's just sad. That's sad. Die alone on the fucking toilet. Come on.
She had no family or nothing?
Nobody was looking for her.
From
That's
What?
terrible.
from what the article in the paper was saying, they found her because the computer system or payroll or whatever figured out she had been clocked in for like 4 days straight.
That's sad.
It is. You know, it's that's horrible. I mean, I know like cops and firemen and all, you know, EMS people, I know they die on their jobs, but you know, the regular Joe, the regular Sue going to work that expects to be home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
He must have lived alone and not had any really close friends or family. I'm guilty.
Yeah.
It was a long time I was being non-social, and I'd go out to the woods and not tell nobody.
See, this is what I thought happened to Jay Watt. I thought he died on the fucking throne.
Be careful. Gotta have
The Elvis route, huh?
gotta have close people.
You know?
Yep. Everybody needs to have at least one person they can joke around, call them motherfuckers, and at least talk to them once a week to make sure they're still alive.
Well. Look who dawned us with his presence after his chat tonight. Well.
Get him, Mike.
Oh, and Stevie says, "Oh, hey, buddy." Oh, so we just got done making fun of fucking Stump. We just got fun making fun of Stump and Big Dog, the other kind, and now it's, "Oh, hey, buddy, my buddy." Remember the fucking doll back in the fucking 80s, the little My Buddy doll?
Right on.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and
P2E.
ask your buddy Steven why the fuck we didn't know nothing about it.
P2E,
Jackass didn't let anybody fucking know.
P2E, you got some splaining to do, as they say. Okay?
Explain it.
So you got some splaining to do. So listen, P2E.
I tried to warn you.
All these years we've had this chat. Stevie's had his, I've had mine. Well, you know what? Fuck Stevie. I'm out of the thing because Stevie got a link to your chat. I didn't. So anyway, so all these times that you've come into my chat, you've been into Stevie's chat. How many millions of times have I said it? I don't even know if Stevie said it, but I know I did. I'm like, dude, you got to get yourself a headset. You're going to get whatever. Fix your computer so you can do these chats. Yep. So not only do you have a chat and don't tell anybody, and that you have the ability to go on a chat, and then you have, so now it's like three different things. You have the ability to do it, to go on a chat. You don't tell nobody. Then you decide, I'm going to do a chat on a Friday night. Number two. Now the third one is, let's invite Stevie. So apparently, Stump, Shalisa, everybody else, chop liver. Okay, look. It was really more of a test stream, your ass.
Hold
Stop
on, Mikey. Just come, pull back on the reins for 1 second. I would like to offer up a solution that may be beneficial all the way around here. We now have evidence that he can be on a chat. You have the ability to send a link. So you can send the aforementioned link and find out if he will show up or not. See if it's just that he actually hates your guts
do that,
or not.
But I got to make sure he's on Facebook.
Well, I mean,
Then
go
I don't know
ahead
how
and
to
do
send a
that
link.
and then extend the man the opportunity to defend himself. We'll goad him into it one fucking way or another.
Jezzo said you need to clear some more trees, and then you can use. What's he talking about?
A video I put up that you didn't watch.
Again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went to fucking work today. Jesus.
Talking about.
I'm sorry. I work until 9 o'clock at night.
P2E said, drop a link, bro.
Drop a link. Oh, how am I going to do this? All right.
No, he's saying drop a link. What do you mean drop a link? Is what I think he's saying.
Oh, he does have a.
Hey, as soon as you get it, fucking as
Come
soon as
on up, P2E.
As soon as you click on it, tell me so I can get rid of that fucking thing.
Right on. And as soon as he brings you in, just walk right in, tell him to go fuck yourself.
Oh, he won't. He won't, because he will be the first panelist that got fucking kicked off the fucking
Yeah,
quagmire.
you just in. Come on in.
I don't think I've ever ejected anybody. Jay Watt, you still out here, kid?
I love it when P2E pops up a chat.
Right on.
Oh, he says remove it.
Okay.
Gerald, you're right. I do need to clear a few more trees. I got to make a shooting lane for one thing.
They will need to connect their mic before you can add them. Hey, add your what do you call it? I'm Big Dog Leather kind of never kicked you off a panel ever. They need to tell. Can he hear us?
Unless he muted already.
I think you just quit sending links to Tim is what that one was.
You know what I thought I was looking at last week?
Hang on a minute.
Oh, here he is. Here he is. Idiot with Wi-Fi.
Hey,
There he is. What up, brother?
So let me get this fucking straight. You do a chat and you invite the fucking
Oh, wait a minute.
Stump, what do you call him?
To make everything clear, buddy. To make everything clear, I asked for a link.
No, Stump.
Yeah.
What do you call him?
Hang on, which one we talking about?
Stevie, the meth head. So
Yeah,
you
meth head,
invite,
crackhead,
you invite
peckerhead.
the fucking meth head.
Wait a minute. We both got that nickname sometimes.
After him not, sending anybody a text or anything saying,
Well,
"Hey,
actually-
this is going on." Now his nickname is Dickhead.
Hey, actually, now they're sitting side by side. They kind of look like brothers.
Hey, Mike, go fuck yourself.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Listen, fuckstick.
There you go.
Listen, fuckstick.
We
Are you
can
I
hear
like that.
Jidler.
Thank you.
When did you learn how to get on the fucking thing?
where have you been?
No,
all
I've just been screwing around with it, trying to learn the settings and all that stuff.
Okay, well, how come you
That's the
didn't
only
say
reason
something?
I went live.
Because I would have sent you links fucking a million times over.
Nah, I just like to lay in the weeds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Better watch it, Shalisa.
Well, if
all
I
right.
can interject here for 1 second, Mikey, just hold on. You might enjoy this.
I have two
Steve's
stories.
going.
All right, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Well, Steve will enjoy this, I know, but he was talking about who he looks like over here a moment ago. Y'all being brothers.
Yeah.
No, there's a channel here on YouTube, Forgotten Weapons. Ian, and him
Oh,
and Ian
yeah.
could pass for fucking brothers.
Really?
All right, with the
All right.
beard and the
I wish that in a way Pierre Gryden would hurry up and get home from work, because I need the class historian. There is no way that I kicked anybody off the panel. Am I right? Am I wrong?
I think you muted a couple people. I don't think.
Oh, I
you
muted people all the time.
anybody off.
You talking about what Doug said in the chat?
With Timmy, because I feel bad now. I don't think I've kicked any.
Hell,
Stop.
I know you threw Cobra out. I remember that.
Oh yeah, that
I
was a
threw
rare
Cobra off a
instance.
chat.
Boy, I
Yeah.
Wow,
No, that was in the side chat.
Yeah, he was in the typing part, I think. Yeah, because you kept making that fucking standing on your soapbox bullshit, preaching crap about, one more time, say it one more fucking time. Yeah, he did, and you did, and he ain't been back, I don't think.
That wasn't Tim.
No, that was Cobra on that one.
Fuck Cobra. I'm not talking about.
I'll
I'm
remind
talking
you the
about
whole
Timmy.
Tim. I'll remind you the whole Tim thing off camera. Ain't no need to air that shit again.
Mike, you see the biggest buck I've seen in years at 8 last night, 1 mile from my house on the grass at the town office. You should have shot the fucking thing.
God
With a
damn
bow.
this keyboard.
was running
With a
over.
bow, kid. Yeah, I didn't
But,
get out of work. So listen, Peachy, you're off the hook because I didn't get out of work till 9 o'clock.
I didn't think I was really ever on the hook.
Wow. I'll put you on a fucking meat hook in a minute.
You love busting each other's balls, don't you guys?
Talk dirty to me. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it.
No, I won't. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
all I'm going to say is I like this motherfucker even more now.
Right.
Keep it up,
Do it.
fucker. Keep it up, fucker. I
Fucker.
call a guy at work fucker all the time.
You fucker.
Well, that reminds me. That reminds me, Corey, if you're here, if you're listening,
You fucker.
enjoy,
You.
Corey. See what they put up with, Corey? Now you want to know why I call people fucker. All right?
You big,
Look who I'm putting
you
up with.
a
I'm
big
putting up with a
piece of-
meth head. I'm putting up with fucking Norman New Kid, dickhead with Wi-Fi over here. You know? And my favorite person isn't here. So it's like, well, you got to throw some fucking buck bomb down there or something, kid. Jezzo. Get that
Anybody
together?
else get the idea we need to send Mikey some cheese?
Okay, one at a time. What?
To go with his wine.
Stevie, what did you say?
Yep.
I love it.
I said next time Gerald B needs to have a little bit more speed on that Chevy when he sees that buck.
No shit. You know?
What'd you end up getting for dinner, Steve?
I had some actually very good canned chicken and dumpling soup.
From where? Is it the Dinty Moore?
No,
Kind you had me
hold on.
Johnson.
Is there anything better than Dinty Moore and a half a loaf of bread?
Oh my God, that's like Fabu.
I don't even know why I like Dinty Moore, but I just fucking
Told you.
and a
Oh,
half a loaf of bread.
oh, I was wrong.
Sweet
Right.
soup, chicken and dumplings.
You know what? I just saw that on
Damn
Amazon.
tasty.
I was going to order it. How is it?
He said it was damn tasty.
Okay, thank you.
I want somebody to tell
Damn
me how
tasty.
canned salmon is.
Ew.
I got 2 cans of canned salmon in my thing, and I don't want to open it because I'm afraid.
Why? Canned
I'm afraid.
salmon's awesome.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right, I'll try
Make
it. Then.
salmon patties out of it. Oh my God.
Well, my wife said she wanted to do some kind of recipe with it. What are you eating, fucker?
Vegetables.
You suck.
Nice.
Trev, what's going on, kid? Good to see you.
Hey, Trevor.
Good to see.
I got to
good to
keep
see-
my girlish figure.
Good to see
Because
the.
Great with my personality. Trust me.
Good to see the Queenland is representing tonight. Oh no, they don't call it Queenland. What do they call it? Crownland.
Right.
Crownland.
God.
I'm learning, Trev. I'm learning, bud. All I know is that you got more space up there than you need. So if you need any, if you ever want to sell any,
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that.
oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Great. That's great. Great. First night on the chat, and he's fucking burping all over the
Hell
place.
yeah.
When he comes back on camera, he'll be like, "Oh, Jesus, Mike, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing."
Damn.
When you go to the bathroom, that's what you're doing. See, he's telling us how he goes to the bathroom. Fucker.
I got one of those with light.
I did once and I got a son out of it.
There you go. We are battening down the hatches tonight. Yeah, Trev, you better, bro. You're gonna get nailed with it, bro. But let's hope that you don't. But ooh,
Don't you
yeah,
get
missed me by a couple 100 miles, but I still got the wind. It missed
I've
me
been
by
doing it since
get
like
this.
3 o'clock.
It missed me by a couple of 100 miles, and it's still windy as fuck here.
Huh.
Makes sense.
That's
You
a pretty
know.
powerful storm.
Didn't they
So-
say it's a 4? It's gonna weaken, isn't it?
No, the water's too warm for it to weaken. The one that he's getting is going right up the Atlantic, right up the Atlantic Ocean, and it's nothing but warm water. The water's too warm. That's what that guy fucking. Hey, my buddy that doesn't do that no more. I never knew all this, right? Because I didn't pay attention to science class when they were teaching
Mike.
us about the weather. Hang on,
Oh, now
Stumper.
you do.
And I didn't realize that the warmer the water, and then the cold air and all that, that's what fucking
More strength.
right. What's up, Stump?
Were you saying Atlantic Ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just had to check.
The,
Thought you were saying
it came
something
out
about
of the, it
Elaine
came out of the
Tick.
Caribbean. It bounced off the Caribbean and went, and it brushed against Bermuda and just came right up fucking north.
Straight up.
Yeah, I've been watching it with that guy Ryan Hall Y'all, and I'm like, wow, look at this fucking thing. And I'm like, I hope that thing veers off to the right and hits fucking Ireland or fucking, Great Britain or something. I mean, I did know that they that when it goes over land, it loses a lot of punch. But you can still ruin your day. I mean, I'm 30 miles. Well, even where I grew up in Wilmington, I am
30 miles in really isn't nothing to
I'm 20 miles. I'm 15 miles in where I grew up. Not where I am now, but where I grew up as a kid. And I've had hurricanes that fucking. You thought you were on the ocean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, 15 or 30 miles ain't nothing to a 100-mile wide storm.
Right.
You know?
No, but I mean dying going across land or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
It actually is going up into Newfoundland. Come Sunday.
Well, I just hope that Trevor and everything, all those people up that way, and everybody will be all right. Mikey, it still could turn left and slam us. Yeah, no, it'll slam you. It ain't gonna touch me. It won't by me. Or actually, has it gone by me? I have to look at my phone first. But it's not. It's no. Let me tell. Hang on a second.
I'm sure we'll all get residuals at least.
That knucklehead has even got me hooked on that Radar Omega thing. I don't know how to use it though.
Radar what thing?
Radar Omega.
Omega.
I think it hooks into your Wi-Fi.
Oh, you're a funny fucking guy, aren't you?
I'll be honest, I thought he said MAGA, and I'm like, oh God, MAGA's got their own now.
Mega.
MAGA radar.
Mega Radar. Good night, sweetheart. Well. So, yeah, it went to the left of Bermuda. It's a category 3 right now, and it's just. So you see that red dot right yonder, right there.
Yep.
So that red dot, and if you go east, well, if you go, this is my right hand. So if you go to my right hand where Massachusetts is right there, it's a category 3. Now, it's going north. That's Canada. That's what I don't want to see,
It'll probably break apart before it hits land, you think?
I don't know. I'm hoping so. I'm guessing that so isn't Trevor and everybody up that way.
Yeah, who's ever in the path, God bless you.
I still can't believe that tropical storm managed to come up here and pick up steam in Michigan and tear our whole.
Dude, there's another one right here. there's another one, and I didn't realize we got our weather out of fucking Africa, but it's true, we do.
Right off the tip.
That's what they all keep saying.
That's
So
what she said.
so the one in the middle, is the one that's going to is one that's going to go to irritate Trevor. The one on the bottom's a new one.
Damn.
That looks like that game Centipedes you used to play in the
Right.
arcade.
What
And I
happens?
don't even know how I did that. I just put tracking on it. Track the storm.
What happens if the three of those merge together?
Oh, you're fucked.
No, one goes one way, one goes the other way.
You fucked.
But it's just, you know what sucks? It's like tornadoes. I love to see a tornado, but like in a field where it ain't gonna hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't or take people's houses or take people's property. I don't want to see fucking
I don't want to see
people
another
losing
Hurricane
shit.
Sandy.
Yeah.
I think it was Hurricane Andrew that happened when I left Delaware in 91.
Oh, really?
91, I think.
Well, there was 91 was a bad year.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, County Line, what's up?
County line of logging kind.
Hey, County Line, how you doing?
Okay, so folks,
So,
here is
you got something to say?
Let's hear it.
Trevor. Should be fucking raining there right about now, kid. So see it looping.
Yikes.
See how it's curling?
Mhm.
I'm actually surprised that it went that far north.
I'm
Where
not.
did it originate from? So it's got to be north
Africa.
of Jersey.
Mhm. Africa across
Yeah,
the.
we get all our weather from Africa, bro. And so what happens is, I'm not even joking. So if this is Africa, this is Cape Town down in Africa, the southern tip of Africa, right? Of South Africa, rather, excuse me. Right? And it
Okay.
does this. It goes, and then
Go.
they have warm weather over here, like warm water and all that, and they form here, and then they do, and then it goes this way, and then it goes to the Caribbean, it hits all that warm water in the Caribbean, and then the jet stream and everything takes care of shit. Sometimes it'll go towards the Gulf of Mexico. Sometimes it'll come up the fucking east and north seaboard.
No, I get that, but I'm just actually surprised that it didn't hit, Delaware, Jersey, to Carolina.
No, it's 200 miles offshore. You should have got wind. Did you? You must have got wind. It has to be windy there, or it was earlier today. No.
No, nothing of great significance or anything like that would indicate, hurricane.
You didn't have sustainable 20-mile-an-hour winds today.
No, not that I can think of.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had them all morning. I woke up at like 8 o'clock this morning. It was been windy as a sumbitch all day long.
Yeah, I didn't really take notice to anything, of great,
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, Joe, we have had no reason worse,
That's
but you
fine.
know what? I'd rather see the snow than the rain. At least you
No,
got
I'd
a
rather
fighting chance with the snow. Yeah, but
Which
you got
I'd
a
rather
fighting
have-
chance with the snow. People's basements get flooded with the fucking rain.
If it comes down hard enough, fast enough.
Surf's up.
Even though I'm up on a hill, I can tell my basement's been flooded a little bit before, so I got me a really nice sub pump just in case.
Right.
Yes, you can tell by the smell.
There's a few stains around some of the wood near the floor.
Ah, that's a giveaway then.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
cheap.
how's
on
my
sugar.
audio?
What's that?
It says my audio all right?
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Well, that's a matter of opinion, and thank you.
Sounds good.
Speaking of opinionated people,
There you go.
Oh man, Taco Bell breath. I could smell it all the way over here.
Why isn't my sound
Mikey,
working?
Mikey, I can't talk right now. I'm at the fucking Taco Bell fucking.
Hang on, I'll be back.
See, he's going to order food at Taco Bell.
Oh, he
That's
got
what he
to
did last week.
go. He's like, man, I gotta go back. Come on, Ohio.
He did the exact same thing last week.
Unreal. Unreal.
Wow, them
So I
dumplings gave me the drowsies.
brought my fishing rod, and I said to myself, after we get done with the wood on Saturday, because they're just gonna sit around and get drinking, and I'm like, I'm gonna want to go walk in the woods or do something. And I was gonna buy my Maine fishing license, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's a lot of money, and I'm not working. So I said, fuck it. So on the way home, I'm by myself, right? Obviously. So on the way home, I just happened to look to my right. I was in New Hampshire on 95, and I'm like, hey, it's fucking people fishing there. Whoop. Dude, I parked right on 95. Pulled over on the grass, backed up. Fucking got my rod out of the back of the truck. I start fishing.
See that? You give a guy a pickup truck and he thinks he's king of the world.
Oh, I was all set. I was all rednecked out. I was in the pickup truck. I got no teeth, and I was in fucking.
Saws on the side of the house.
And I was in fucking Maine, so I was all set. You know.
Did you get you a truck, Mikey?
No, I used my neighbor's truck last week.
Oh.
North.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could. I'm not working, kid. I can't buy a truck.
Hey,
Yeah,
is your phone number still the same?
Speaking of not working, right? I got a big issue, but I haven't collected a dime from fucking unemployment yet. And I'm not working. Did I tell you guys about Staples? Have I missed you guys? I told you guys about Staples, right?
Haven't talked to you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I was supposed to get hired at Staples. And then apparently the guy that did the interview with me either misinformed. He definitely misinformed me, but he's either misinformed or whatever. But instead of going back 3 years, I went back 5 years of my driving record so I didn't get the job. So bottom line is, Ohio, I don't think I'm going to be able to come out.
That's no problem. I left you a message on.
It's a problem for me because I wanted to go, and I would if I had the job. If I got the Staples job, I'm in. You know, and I'm not even collecting, or even if I was collecting my unemployment, I could go. They haven't sent me a check.
What happened to your last place, Mike? I thought you were with like a printing company or something.
Yeah, the screen print.
Yeah, what happened there? They cut
Well,
back?
I told you that, didn't I? You weren't here when I
No,
said
I've
that.
been out of the loop for a while. So.
Oh, when I called him told him I was going back to work on the 29th, I called him on the Thursday, the 25th, and I called both my jobs, my part-time and my full-time job. And my full-time boss said to me, he said, hey, yeah, about that. He goes, listen, he goes, I deleted your job. I go, you did what? He says, yeah, I deleted your job. So I got laid off my full-time job. So
They deleted your job.
yeah.
Did they and that's all they told you?
That's all they told me.
Sorry, we're done with you.
He says, we're not doing deliveries we're not doing the Bangor out of here anymore. He says, I did more than go to Bangor, in case you didn't notice. And then he goes, I know you did a lot for me. I says, what the fuck? I go, you're not doing any deliveries out of here? He says, we are. I says, and I have a job. I'm a driver. He goes, nope, the other two are going to do it. And I'm like, motherfucker.
Were they lower rate than you, or what was the deal there? Or are you the last one in?
No, they were the last ones.
So you were a senior driver and they got rid of you?
Yeah. You know
Dude,
why?
that
I think that's why. Well, I think that's why they got rid of me.
What about FedEx? You still there?
Because I was making too much money.
They call
Oh
it.
yeah, of course. Sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So I went on. I've been on since the 29th of fucking August, and I ain't gonna receive a check yet. I called the girl. She's like, "Yeah, we're really backed up." I go, "Yeah, well, guess what? So on my fucking bill. So send some money."
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
keep
no
putting
shit.
in your time so that they keep, when you do get your check, it goes retroactive.
Right, but still,
Keep
I
claiming
need
your week.
I need
No,
it
I
now.
get it. I've been there.
You
With the
know?
state of New Jersey. Took me
All
10
those
weeks to
late
get it.
checks pile up.
Yeah, keep it up, fucking Jezzo. Eat a bag of dicks. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, it took me 10 weeks one year because I had hours in New Jersey versus Pennsylvania, because typically I would open a Pennsylvania claim.
Right.
But Pennsylvania kicked it out, so I applied for Jersey, and it took me 10 weeks. But when I got the check, it was very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm still working part time with my buddy Corey, who I gave a shout out to, at my XPO job. But it's not cutting the mustard.
No, unemployment
Yeah.
sucks. It does.
About 4:00 in the afternoon, coming from Old Town. No way. He's usually in Old Town at fucking 7:00 in the morning, 7:15 in the morning.
I hope you get that Staples job, Mike, because I know
I won't get it, honey. They went back too far on my driving job. She called me the other day. I was supposed to take the piss test Tuesday.
so you're not going to get to go at all.
I'm not going to get the Staples job because of my driving record. They went back to 5 years instead of 3.
Ooh, you bad boy.
I wanted to see you go visit Ohio.
Right?
So I'll get
Guess
to
I'll just
Ohio.
have to go instead.
I'll get to Ohio somehow.
What about like doing? I mean, can you run like an 18-wheeler and stuff like that, Mike?
No, just
Oh,
a
okay.
straight
I was gonna
job.
say, what about like Home Depot and Lowe's or something like that for their truck deliveries?
No, just straight.
So
I'll
you're
hold
non
moving forward.
CDL?
Yeah, I'm non-CDL.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm actually going to look up something tomorrow. I've called around. It's got a better Business Bureau. What do you call it? Rating. So I know that they're on. I know they're on the list as a. I know they're not a. Like a, what do you call it? Not a fly-by-night company, but a what do you call it? They're accredited. But it's a work from home thing. So I gotta look into that. Because I talked to a couple of people who actually do work from home.
Could you imagine Mikey as a telemarketer? Holy
No, not a
shit.
No. I ain't talking to anybody. No.
Oh,
Yo, asshole, buy some of this stuff, would you?
That or tech support. Could you imagine that? Holy shit.
Think of all the names you're going to get called.
Put the car in the garage. What? Can I have the Indian guy, please?
Would that be dot or feather?
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, so no, it has nothing to do with all customer service and all that shit. That's for sure.
Licking envelopes.
Licking
Mikey, the envelope licker.
Right. Better an envelope licker than a fucking window licker.
Hey, whatever gets you off, man.
All right. But so I had to check that out. I told the wife, I said, I'll sit here all day and just fucking do whatever they tell me to do. As long as I don't have to talk to anybody, they want me to do this, I'm
You
good.
would doze off within the first 2 hours.
No. Can I talk to someone that speaks English? I can't understand this Yankee guy. Listen, fucker. Gear Grind 19, welcome to the friggin' quagmire. It's about time you get your ass here.
Hey, Gear, good
Talk
evening
to a
to you.
lawyer. You was coming back from a comp thing, and you no longer have to do job to go to. I didn't talk to a lawyer. I called the state labor board in Massachusetts. Said because he deleted my job.
Yep, they eliminated the position.
They eliminated the position, and when I said, but they really didn't, that they're still doing deliveries out of there. They said that they're doing it in a truck, and I said that no, they haven't. They got 2 vans, and he said, "Okay, you were mainly the truck driver though, the box truck driver." I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah, they deleted your job," and then they went on to tell me if this was 10 years ago, I can sue them for lots of money. I'm like, yeah, well, it ain't 10 years ago, so that ain't making me feel good right now. So then, so I told
Do
him.
you have something in your state where you can't sue your employer?
Oh no, I can sue my
Is that
employer.
what changed?
I can sue my employer, but they did nothing wrong by law, by
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
they just
state law.
eliminated your position, right?
Right, they can get away with it, but he wanted his key back to the building, and I had already got my check, my last 2 checks. So, am I getting my key back? I said, yeah, come get it. Well, I don't think that's a good idea. He says, I think you're too mad. I don't want any issues. I go, smart move by you.
Buddy.
So he said to me, he says, well, can you give it a Roland? You know, Roland drives by your house every day at like 7:25, 7:30. I know what time he goes by my house. He said, do you think you can give it to him on the way by? I go, no. He goes, really? I go, really? He says, do you think you can just drive it up here to Haverhill? I go, you want me to drive to Haverhill to drop off a fucking key for you? You want me to do you a favor?
They're worried about sabotage.
He's like, yeah, I do. I go, no. I goes, I'm out of work hurt for 5-something months, 5.5 months. The day I can come back to work, you let me go? I go, no. I go, so it looks like we have a little standoff here. You want something. So you have 2 choices. Either you come get it, drive to my house, come get your fucking key, right? Or replace every fucking lock in your building. Well, he hasn't come back for he hasn't fucking came back for his fucking key yet, so I guess he fucking spent the money and fucking changed every
What a
fucking lock in
coward.
his building.
Sleep
pussy.
bag.
Fucking pussy.
Yeah, we used to have that stuff when we had gang boxes. When you got laid off, they always requested their keys back.
Hey, I've been walked to the front door. Mike, can I have a key? It's on my key ring. Well, can I have it? No. Well, I need it. No, you don't. Yeah, I got my check in my hand and everything. No, you don't. Can I have my key? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now, did they mail your checks to you, or did you go pick them up?
No, I got them directly deposited.
Oh, okay. Then they just from the payroll company, you got the stubs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Gerald, you saw the box truck in Bangor, but here's the deal. They're not doing the Bangor run out of Haverhill, Massachusetts. This fucking nitwit leaves fucking, which this is what doesn't make sense to me. They leave East Hartford, Connecticut. They drive to Bangor like I used to. Every once in a while, I'd have to get on to fucking East Hartford, Connecticut, grab the truck, and then go to Bangor. This is after I did the fucking deliveries in Mass, you know. Remember all the nights I wasn't getting there till 9:30? Well, there you go. So they're not doing it through Haverhill anymore. He doesn't stop in Haverhill. He has nothing to do with Haverhill. He comes out of East Hartford. Yeah, you'll see their truck. I've seen this truck. That's why I carry a fucking Pelican with me now.
Pew!
You know. But no, I just get bitter because it's like, you know, I bent over backwards for the guy, and
Well, you at
You're
least
only a number.
deserve a little bitter.
you know,
That's bullshit.
just have some balls between your
Now,
legs.
what
and let
happened to
baby.
put you out, Mike?
What's that?
What happened to you to put you out?
Well, first I fell at my part-time job, right? I went
Mhm.
back. That was March 8th, right?
Okay.
And I left until May 25th. I came back. No. That was till May 16th. I went back on May 16th for a week and 2 days. And on May 5th, on Wednesday, May 25th, I fell out of the back of my full-time job truck.
Just misstep it, or what happened?
Yeah, I
Did they-
hit the skid beside it and
Oh, I
wound up
got you.
face plant and breaking my elbow, fucking up my rotor cuff. And so, yeah, so I fucked myself pretty good.
And then
So
you're-
not only did I miss out on, not only did I lose my job, but when I fell through in between the tractor trailer and the dock at my part-time job in March, the first week April they had the fucking school for drivers that I was supposed to be attending to. So then I couldn't attend that because I was hurt. Okay, I was out of work. I can't attend it. In May or June, they did one up in 30 miles away up in Manchester, New Hampshire. And then now they're doing one now. And I can't. And now they don't. As soon as they put these drivers on, they don't need any more drivers. So I'm fucked.
you can't take that class this time around.
Not for free. I can go take it on my. I can take it outside for 10 grand, but they were going to pay for the school and everything, and I was going to work for XPO. You know?
So now, on your full-time job, did the guy get pissed off because you got hurt?
No, he's pissed off because I made too much money. They let a girl in the office go.
Eliminated his position.
They let a girl in the.
Hey, Mike, you're muted. Hello? Is everybody frozen?
Oh,
He's got to pop out, pop back in.
The fuck?
I know. Now we run the show. Get the firearms out.
Oh yeah! Woohoo!
I could probably harvest some porn.
Hey,
That seems to be a popular thing that goes around on live chats nowadays.
it's the most money-making thing on the internet.
What's that, porn?
Sex sells.
Hell yeah. It's much funner to make it than it is to watch it. I was married once.
Get the guns out my ass.
I just wanted to make sure you'd hurry up and come back.
Well, you know what happened? If you don't have sound, if you don't have audio, you can't come back. It doesn't allow you to come back.
All right.
So, and I'm sticking it in the wrong hole.
That's what she said.
Easy there, killer.
Insert joke there. So when I asked if J Watt was still here, he never answered me. So he dropped his fucking, this jet doesn't need J Watt and left. He hasn't been back since. He hasn't been interacting.
I haven't seen him since I've been in.
Huh?
Hey, he must have just found something better.
I've been worried for weeks, like 2 months, P2E. I've been like worried.
That's fine. It is what it is.
I'm sorry, Shalisa, I didn't hear you.
I was worried sick about J Watt for about
Okay. He wasn't around?
Yeah.
No, he's been gone since before.
Beginning
The
of
end of
August.
August.
I believe SKS Hugo or somebody left me a message on one of my videos that he's seen J Watt left a message on a comment on somebody else's video like 10, 12 days ago.
That's all good.
Well,
he's okay.
Well wishes and good luck, man. Come back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This chat needs more J Watt.
Mm-hmm.
Where did Ohio go now?
I don't know. And hi, Dishy Wishy and Uncle
He's
Kyle.
pooping.
Hey, Uncle Kyle.
This is probably out like a light.
I hope so. Sleeping like a baby. Sometimes the best thing to do is sleep through it.
Yeah, doesn't that suck, Trev? It's just it's phenomenal.
Companies just don't care. That's why I finally made up my mind to get out.
Yeah, well, we were just talking about that, Steve. It's like the whole you're just a number. I mean, you drop dead in place and they'll have you replaced. It's bullshit. There is no loyalty between employers and employees. It's bullshit.
Dish, are you listening? What was last week's date?
1 week ago?
Yeah.
15th,
18th?
18th. No.
Yeah, I think it was the 18th.
Sunday, September 18th was what? Last Sunday, right? Yeah. So let me get this straight, Dish. Oh, never mind. I can't. They won. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I was about to pick on Dish and tell her that the Packers lost to the Bears, but they didn't.
Can't right there.
I am this close. If I had the money, my neighbor and I, my friend Sean upstairs, there's this building by the lake. Like here's the lake, here's the road, here's the building, like right across. And my wife says years ago there used to be a store there. You know, cigarettes, candy, shit like that for the kids. A little corner neighborhood store, not nothing huge. Anywho, I said to him, we're fishing one night, and I said to him, I says, you know what we should do? He said, what? I says, we should open a bait and tackle shop. And I goes, we should put that fucking thing right there. And he looked at me. And ever since then, he's been up his wife's ass. I need to borrow 10 grand.
That's all I want for the get in the building.
No, you can. I guess she's looked into it too. No, it's a 10 grand just to start the company up. So, Mikey, I was mad at first, but now because I love my new job, absolutely love it. Hopefully, yeah, I hope so too, Trev. I just, Trev, Trev, I got this thing right, and it's like, and I keep blaming my dad because, I tell my dad all the time, I go, if I go to work and I give you 100%, that's all I ask you to do for me, right? So if I go into work and I'm not doing nothing for you, then I'm not going to ask you for nothing. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to, but when I work off the clock for you and do things for you because you're a good guy,
you're a fool.
And I do stuff like that for you, and then you take the biggest friggin' piece of oak off a fucking tree you can find and stick it directly up my ass. It bothers me.
Well, hell yeah, it should.
And I didn't do, you know what I'm saying? It's like I never did. I used to leave I didn't work overtime unless it was needed, and I leave at 4, even before that, depending upon what time I went in. And so I don't know. This is why it's just irritating me so bad. And I don't know. It's just, it is what it is, but I just always thought that you get treated the way people treat you. People treat you the way you're treating them, and you know what I'm saying. And you speak to those the way you want to be spoken to, and Did the current job change the seat back for a driver? But yeah, so I don't know if if she's going to say yes to him or no to him for the bait and tackle shop. But I told him, I says, but look at this. I go, you can't tell me that's not the prime spot for a fucking bait and tackle shop 10 feet from a fucking lake.
Is the building, obviously the building's already there, and
Oh, yeah. You just have to lease it, rent it, whatever you want to do, you know?
and
but-
then get inventory.
Yeah, getting inventory, right? So I said to him, I said, but you can do more than fucking bait and tackle.
Yeah, you
He's-
could do massages and stuff like
He
that.
says, like what? I says, you can sell, you know,
You
because
could have a
I
red
says,
room
I've been to bait and tackle shops, and that's all that's there is bait and tackle.
Yeah, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Okay. But I've also been to bait and tackle shops where they sold small boat accessories. They sold, you know, like life jackets or what have you, and, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But,
I
you know.
consider that tackle.
See, I don't consider that tackle. I consider that like fucking.
A couple of canoe paddles in the corner. And
Yeah.
Anchor, maybe an anchor.
Yeah.
Before you know it, Mike
Some
is
ropes.
running an S&M joint.
Hey, you know.
Well, there
But,
is that back door, you know.
We had one that was actually selling music cassette tapes. And I'm like, why would you want to listen to the music when you're out on the lake?
Because the fish can't sing.
Selling cassette tapes at the bait shop.
But yeah, he always looks into the tanks and everything for the what do you call them?
You know,
I call them live wells, but yeah, for the shiners and shit like that.
cricket box.
And
Oh, the crickets stink so bad though.
Oh.
I know. I don't even know if I want
There's something about walking into
I said to him, I go, you really want to do crickets?
something about walking into an old time bait shop with the wood floor and that smell hit you. Love it.
Yeah.
Fucking love it. It makes me want to buy a fishing rod there and not go to Kmart.
I said to him, I said, you really want to do crickets? I says, do you know how bad they stink? He goes, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Juzzo. Bait buckets, you know what I'm saying? Just regular.
Yeah.
But
Make a killing on them cheap minnow buckets, the cheap
Oh my God.
styrofoam ones.
and you do what the guy up the street does. The guy up the street sells he sells live bait and he sells crawlers. That's all he sells. Okay. He put a camera here, camera here, camera here. Honesty job. He put the price for the fucking crawls and the price for the fucking shiners. Who'd we just lose?
Really? Watch Lisa.
How do we lose her?
I don't know. Must be the hurricane messing with the signal or
Oh
something.
shit. We never lose Shalisa. But yeah, can you imagine that? It's on the honest system.
Yeah, they do a lot of that around here with vegetables, though.
Yeah, they do that up here with the vegetables too.
Yeah, where it's just, you got the honor box.
Yep. And I usually leave like if I'm doing the thing and it's like $16 and I got a 20, I
just give them the 20.
I just leave it in there.
Yeah,
I'm not
go
fucking
sifting
fishing
through
through
it to make
looking for-
change. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't
that's
do
a
that.
little too tempting.
But and it helps the person out too, whether it's for seeds next year or whether it's whatever it is,
No, it's just flat out don't be a dick and steal. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I mean that's what I'm saying. If you were to open a bait shop, Mike, hit me up. I'll give you some numbers.
Cool.
I will definitely do that, Gia.
Nope, somebody's trying to come in. Something about what's this button do?
What is wrong with you? Well, how come you can't stay in here?
Too much porn on the side chat.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's what it is. She's getting her groove on.
Yeah.
Brown cow.
I will, Gia. No, Jerry, I know all that, but I'm just saying that I'm just waiting on him. Who knows? But
Yeah.
I told him that's my thing. I would love to own a bait and tackle shop.
Bobbers,
Yeah.
hooks, minnows, crawlers, and
Line.
Yeah,
fuck, I forgot the name of
line,
fishing
do-
rod,
You can do fishing rod.
ugly
You can do
sticks, a
ice-
whole wall of ugly sticks only.
ugly sticks. You can have as you grow.
You got
You know, I can buy ice fishing equipment. You know what I mean? What's up, sweetheart?
bait for ice fishing. Get the little mousies and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Steve, an old guy here, had a fly fishing shop when Bass Pro opened. People said he wouldn't make it, but we keep him open.
Nice.
But only from him until he died last year. Oh.
Aw.
Yep, support.
Yeah,
the
you
mom
can't
and
find them guys anymore, man.
There's a couple where I grew up, and you literally went to the back of these people's houses, and the old man with the long beard, it was his dad's bait shop. And he's, dad's dying. He's trying to take care of dad. Now he's got the shop, and now he's old. And eventually you had to call before you showed up.
Yep.
It's
No,
sad.
there was a guy in New Hampshire. I used to drive by his place all the time. He tied flies. If you you drew up a fly, he'd fucking tie it for you.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
He'd make it tie it. You know what I mean? And he was in something maybe twice the size of an outhouse, and that's not even a joke. I'm being serious. He had enough for a bench, a chair. His cash box was to the right. And that was it. Like he was in a very, 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 very tiny little fucking shack that he built in front of his house.
That's
That's a lot of berries.
But I'm telling you, the fucking people lined up to buy flies off this guy. It was unbelievable.
Nice.
You know? I never fly fished. Well, I shouldn't say that. I fly fished once. But I'm not a fly fisherman. I can't get it all down. I can't too many moving parts. And I love watching it though. You know, like that to me it's an art to do that shit.
Yeah, like what do they call when you make your own arrows? With the little feathers and the paint and all that.
Oh yeah. When
It's so cool. Guess I have to look it up now.
Yep. I know the word and it won't come out.
yeah, because it's Friday night and my mind's not there, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Frable, bait bucket, all that shit gear. That's
Hey Alexa, what's it called when you make your own arrows?
Fletcher.
fletching.
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 Yeah, all you had to do was ask me, man. You don't have to ask her.
I was going to say that, but that's what I'd call for just putting the fletching on.
He buys a 4.5 quart. That's only this big. I thought you were talking about 5-gallon bucket. 4.5 quart Frable minnow bucket. They buy them for $2.80, and he sells it for $7.95.
Suckers.
Is that the El Cheapo styrofoam ones?
No, it's the Frable minnow buckets. I'm guessing those aren't the ones that you put the aerator on. I guess it's this one.
It's got a strainer in the middle.
It's got the holes in it, just no place for the aerator. You know, like the old metal ones when you were a kid. I think those were the best. I'm sorry.
I had a glass minnow catcher for the longest time.
Cool.
I'm sorry. Bring back the old metal fucking bait buckets.
Yep. I used my dad's for years.
Yep.
I would put a kiddie pool in the backyard and an air bubbler run from the outside window into the little kiddie pool. Sometimes it'd get too hot and we'd throw ice in there just to get them to last until nighttime.
We used to try to catch the fucking fireflies and do that in a glass jar and think we're going to make a
Yeah, that
flashlight
we
out
used
of it.
to do. We used to
Yeah.
put them in a mason jar.
So I
Well,
try to
that's-
show my daughter. I'm trying to show my daughter. Did you ever see them during the day? The fireflies? Those are those things, little black things that
Ugly
fly.
looking black things.
And you'll see them during the day. And I said to my daughter, goes, that's a firefly. She goes, Daddy, how do you know? It's not nighttime. I go get me a jar. She gives me a jar. I go, watch this. Put holes in it, do the whole 9 yards. I goes, it'll light up tonight. No, it's not, Daddy. Here you go. Do I have to let it go? I says, yes, you're not keeping that in the trailer because you're going to keep me up all fucking night long. So, use a 5-gallon bucket for bait. Yeah. I know the metal ones are expensive, but Jesus Christ, they were awesome.
Yep.
I know they're expensive.
Great in the winter because your minnows wouldn't freeze because they were insulated.
Yep.
Had that little little spring thing.
Oh yeah, you have to hit the thing for the center hole to pop up.
Yep.
I haven't seen one of those.
Oh yeah, so it had a cover on it like this, Shalisa, right? It was a metal cover. Well, obviously it's a metal bucket, right? But so it's like this, and then there was an inner circle, and on the inner circle had that lever Stevie was just talking about, and it was like spring loaded because you hit the fucking thing, which went, you know. But I don't know why. It's maybe because that's what I had when I was a kid. But
well, the one my dad had, you could pull the minnow bucket out of the bucket, out of the outer lining, and put it right over the side of the boat.
Oh, really?
So the minnows would get used to the lake water.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those.
Yeah.
Nor have I. I just think it's, it's like the minnow trap. My grandfather used to say, okay, I showed you once. You remember how to open that trap? I says, yeah, like this. Da, 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 da. He says, good job. Now go load it. And I go, but all we ever catch is little baby horn pout. We'll get the minnows. Don't worry, kid. We'll get the minnows. We'll get the minnows. When we put the baby catfish right back in again. We don't use them, obviously. And sure as fuck, we'd catch minnows. We caught a couple of fucking crayfish. But the crayfish are the ones that went the best.
Yeah,
they're the ones that worked the best. Yeah, I hooked it right behind the fucking thing. Threw that fucking thing in the thing. Oh, added $5 aerator to it for $29.95. We buy 5-gallon buckets from Walmart for $3 to $4.
Don't you guys buy stuff?
Then buy a bait lid for $4. Then buy a bait lid for $4, a lot cheaper, and then sell them for that $20.
Got to make a living somehow. Don't
It's
you guys?
a tourist area.
Figure.
Well, like you said, it's a tourist area, so he's going to get everything.
Yeah, people come in with nothing.
Right. If he sold, he could probably sell them for $32 a fucking bucket. People still buy them.
Yep.
Plus,
it's nice about the 5-gallon bucket. You always got a seat when you're fishing from shore.
Good point. Good point. I went fishing yesterday in the pouring ass motherfucking rain. I don't know what it is. I love fishing in the rain. My daughter's like, "You're all soaked now." I go, "So what? I have clothes to put on."
I've caught some of my best fish during a nice little, not
absolutely.
a pouring rain, but a nice little sprinkle.
Oh no, this is pouring rain.
That shit's getting cold this time of year.
Yeah, it was. It was freezing. Yep.
Talk about freezing. I got the big socks out.
There you go.
Woohoo!
All right, Stevie, you're in charge for a couple of minutes. I know Stevie's gonna rack him.
I'm a hide.
I'll be right back. If Ohio comes, just tell him I'll be back, and that
You're gonna find porn.
Porn. I thought you all for that shit.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Right
So,
on.
How about them Cowboys?
I don't know. It's probably psychosomatic. It just feels like you get a better fishing pole and rod when you buy it from a bait store than when you buy it from Walmart. It just feels like better quality.
I've always loved it when my father would come out from California to stay with me for a week or two, and I'd take him to every fishing hole I knew of and different bait shops.
midget porn. That's awesome.
I can't believe that all they call the guy that makes arrows is a Fletcher.
I was thinking that in the back of my mind. I was thinking of the fletching, but it's kind of, I
This
wasn't sure.
This hatchet right here, Alex Rebar, he's a Fletcher.
Okay.
Liberty Rogue Outdoors. Booyaka!
Right.
Whoopsh. Whoopsh. That's how it goes.
I know gear, but it just feels better from a bait store, even if you're paying an extra $5 or something.
I guess I should drop his link in there since I mentioned him. Love that man. I miss him. I wish he'd do videos again.
Well, he would drool over some of the arrows I got.
The rogue stuff. Oh, Nightly News come out with something. Yeah, it's been a year now since the last one. We did 2 last year, 1 the year before that. Damn it. He started getting, I can't remember what it's called, but he's getting self-conscious about his health problem that made his face a little paralyzed.
Aw.
He didn't have a stroke, did he?
Him and his son, no, him and his son were on alone. They made it to the TV show alone.
No kidding.
Yeah, but well, I won't say it like that, but his son was out on the first day.
What
just
season
said that
are
out
they?
loud on my YouTube.
You gotta say, you gotta call, you gotta say what you gotta say.
Yeah, he's up in
He
Maine.
wasn't the one that got freaked out because of the bear, was it?
No, it was season 4, I believe. The one with the bear, I think that's the clip that I used when I joked around. We were doing shout outs to Liberty Rogue Outdoors. So I did a crazy Alone parody where I used clips from Alone and I made it look like I was in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, I used that bear scene.
That was, wait a minute, didn't they do a thing where it was fathers and sons?
Mm-hmm. That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, that I believe it was 4.
Yeah, right on, gear. The bait shop workers are usually better bullshitters. Absolutely.
Yeah. The freaking big companies now, man. It's hardly any little companies anymore.
Right.
I think it's all by design. Got to get rid of the little guy.
Yeah. We lose our communication skills. We lose so much when we don't live in a tight little community.
Yeah. Well, me and
Oh,
my
yeah.
dad used to go into this one bait shop called Hank's Better Bait, and my dad knew the guy personally, used to work with him. And boy, he'd give us all the inside scoop where they were catching them and where they weren't, and you know, this lure is really hot. Good stuff.
All right.
I wish we would have had a little bait shop in the village where I grew up. I would have got a chance to like visit more often. You know, I didn't really get to go to a lot of bait shops till I reached driving age.
Right.
Yeah, I think
Next
bait
town
shop-
over had 3.
I think the smallest bait shops make the
Yeah, right on, gear.
like for instance.
Your bait and beef jerky.
No, it's not beef jerky.
That's what Gear just said. Read the chat, you dick.
What? Best. Oh, I'm sorry.
Jezzo. Brilliant.
There's a guy up in Maine. Jezzo might know where it is. It's over by Sabatis Pond, Jezzo, right off 95. you get off that exit there to go to Sabatis Pond. Anyway, walking there, nobody had for ice fishing. Nobody had the sounders. Bass. Everybody was out of them. Bass Pro, right? Dicks. You couldn't find a fucking sounder. I walk in this guy's not backyard, side yard, where he had his bait shop. Fucking basket full of them. I go, do you know how? He goes, yep. He goes, you know why there's a basket full of them? I says, why? He says, because I almost ran out. I says, well, $2 a piece. I go, I'm surprised you still have them. So I don't know. I think I grabbed 4 of them because, I'm going to lose them. I'm going to lose them, Well, it's just stuff like that, that.
Okay, now explain to me what a sounder is.
Oh, a sounder when you're ice fishing.
For finding the bottom?
Yeah, you just clip it to your hook.
Yeah.
Brings you to the bottom.
Right on. We call them a depth finder. Because we're not nautical.
Huh.
And they make a good roach clip too.
Well,
Just saying.
if the customers are annoying or a jackass, I'll tell them stuff that we have too much stock on Maine. Yeah, I mean, Trev, that's awesome, and I don't know. I just think of the smaller shop guys and girls. It was just always. It was more. They weren't trying to rush you to get you out of there. They weren't trying to. You know what I mean?
Right on. That sounds like a great day, Trevor.
It does.
Same thing with the little mom and pop hunting shops or black powder. We got a black powder shop.
Really?
He's got an old wood stove in there and it stinks, and he sells certain kinds of black powder rifles, and he'll tell you anything you need to know about a black powder rifle. It is awesome.
That reminds me of my dad's buddy Bill that had a shoe repair shop. He had a wood stove in there, and it just smelled so cool when we went in there.
Yep.
My buddy just bought I don't know what he bought. All I know is he told me he spent $1,100 on a fucking muzzle loader.
Oof.
And I went, oh, you got money to burn, huh? Well, I want to be accurate. Da, 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 da. I says, I'll tell you what. I bought a muzzle loader. I put like a $75, $85 fucking scope on it. And I go, I'll shoot at 100 yards and hit the target. Oh, but that's horse shit. I says, oh, I get it. So you're one of those guys that if you don't have $1,000 gun.
That's one of the guys that reads the magazines and believes everything they tell you.
You can't shoot.
Yeah.
So we're at hunting camp last weekend. And I said to him, I go, ask that guy right beside you. I said, I'm not trying to be a dick. I said, but. He goes, well, and I go, well, put it to you this way. I go, my brother was supposed to give me a shotgun the very first time I went home with my buddy Mike. And anyways, what it wound up happening was that I wound up borrowing my buddy's Ithaca 12 gauge. Okay. So we're at the range. And he says, what kind of shotgun is your brother? I says, that's the Mossberg. This is the one I'm going to buy too. And he goes, oh, he says, you'll be all right. So then he says, well, try this one. Da, 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 da. Tell me how, So He goes, listen, he says, it's sighted for 50 yards. He says, because, you know, upward. And then this is 12, 13 years ago when I first started hunting with him up in Maine. And he goes, you're not going to get a 100-yard shot. So don't even worry about it because we don't hunt fucking farmland. He goes, so 50 yards is fine. I'm like, okay. So we're 50 yards from the fucking target. So I emptied the fucking gun at on the target. And I think the furthest I was off from center was 3/4 of an inch. And he goes, I go, what? He goes, do that again. I said, load up the fucking Ithaca, get another target to the left. Pretty much the same fucking result. So I told the kid, I said, ask him how I can shoot. I said, it doesn't matter. What matters is do you have a steady hand? Do you have a good eye? Are you going to jerk your trigger? Are you going to fucking do one of these? I said, that's what matters.
Yep.
I said, and oh, by the way, if you can't hit a fucking deer with a $300 gun, but you can only hit one with a $1,000 gun, you're an idiot.
That meat just went up about $30 a pound.
You're not shooting fucking bottle caps. You're shooting fucking deer.
Yeah.
Can you hit a 9-inch fucking pie plate? Or whatever they call it. Paper plate. Whatever.
Done.
And then he tried to tell me I didn't get a through and through on the deer I shot. I said, yes, I did. He says, you got a through and I said, I got through and through on the deer I shot with that Ithaca shotgun we were just talking about. He goes, oh, you standing beside it? I goes, pretty much. I said, no, I was about 35 yards away, 30 yards away. Right through. I almost forgot. Gage won 2 NHL tickets for a preseason. That's awesome for a preseason game. It was a drawing through minor hockey. So, oh, that'd be excellent. That's awesome, fucking Trevor.
Yeah, go Gage.
Good for Gage. That'll be a memory with him and his grandfather too. That's even better.
That's probably also a guy, you know, who didn't believe you're through and through. That's probably also a guy who shoots him in the shoulder bone.
Oh yeah. Well, you can only bring down a deer if you shoot him through. I go, oh, okay, and I just do this, Stevie. Because I try not to have arguments at hunting camp, but you know what, they're gonna happen. So I just do this. I go, okay, and the guy goes, yeah, but you don't know. I says, did I just not say okay?
Yeah.
He's, yeah, but you're saying okay to shut me up. I goes, no, I'm saying okay. You know, and I'm just okay. You know, and it's just.
Yeah, shoot them in the shoulder, and that's that much meat that you ruin. And if you go straight through, you're ruining the other shoulder also. Yeah, you might drop them in their tracks. Ooh, we get a trophy.
Listen, I double and I was I wasn't high, but I was. All right, so as you're looking at a deer's lung, right? I was probably 2 inches below the top of the lung. All right. So if this is the lung, I'm 2 inches below the top of the lung.
Right.
Through both of them.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, how that lung looks just like this.
And I'll tell you what, he went about 30 yards, 35 yards off trail. So I've only seen one person do it. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've seen one do it and the fucking deer never moved, and it wasn't even a deer, it was an elk. Kid shot it with a fucking bow. Like, the kid's like 10 or 13 years old or something.
Oh, in the neck?
Yeah. He hit him right in the fucking jugular, right?
Yeah.
He hits this fucking elk. Chalisa, you guys, I swear to God. hits this fucking elk, and it had to be in his jugular. All right, and all of a sudden, I thought the thing was gonna run, and it just stood there, right, and was out, and then it went like this.
Little stagger.
Yeah, boom.
Boom.
The feet never moved. Now I've seen deer be shot and they'd run 10 yards and then flop.
Man,
You
that
know,
blood pressure.
You
must
take
have
you take a headshot.
Oh,
You
it
take
was
a
a
headshot
hole.
on the fucking on a deer, right? And you know the fucking thing goes. I'm not talking headshot. This kid shot this. It had to hit the jugular.
All right,
Hit
please
him.
stop doing
Boom.
that because I've had like 5 or 6 catheters in my neck, in my jugular, and I'm starting to get a little anxious.
No neck references.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty awesome.
yeah, and he was a little kid too, so that's what makes it even better, you know.
Yeah, when he turned around and looked at the camera, and all he could do was go.
And not for nothing, he was pretty fucking close to that fucking thing too.
Yeah,
I would have shit my pants if I was that big.
right.
But yeah, so it's like, you know, so I tried to explain to this guy. I go, listen, I said, I'm gonna hit a. I may not hit him in the heart. I'm gonna hit a vital. Sometimes I'm gonna hit 2. I'm gonna hit both lungs. I go, but I'm gonna hit at the very least, I'm gonna hit 1 vital. As I'm just telling you. So this is going on for. I go outside to have a cigarette. I come back. He's like, "You really think you can outshoot me if I have this muzzleloader against your muzzleloader?" And I said, "Yes, I can." I said, "As a matter of fact," I go, "Mike," and I said to my buddy, I says, "How often do I shoot handguns?" He goes, "Yeah, I don't know, like hardly ever." I goes, "I'll tell you what." I says, "You take the 9 that he's carrying." I says, "We'll go out back right now." And I says, "And I'll use a handgun." And I says, "I'll still outshoot you." So I go outside. Mike gives me his handgun, and I'm waiting. I yell to him, "Hey, grab a piece of fucking cardboard." Waiting. I come back inside. I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Never mind." I goes, "I thought you'd see it my way."
He never even came out of the door.
The thing, I can shoot. I don't know what it is. I can shoot. I can throw a dart. I can whatever. You know what I mean? I can do all that. Bow. I'm pretty not like I'm not like, you know, stump at good with a bow, but you know I'm gonna hit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not gonna hit a lollipop from fucking 110 yards away with a fucking bow. I'm not gonna hit a lollipop head with 110 yards away with a fucking shotgun either. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit what I'm supposed to hit. You know.
Okay, everyone, I'm going to drop down. I got to go use the,
Little
so-
girl's room.
a little while to scoot around. Thank you
Little
for having
girls,
me
huh?
up, Mike. Shalisa,
Hey,
it was a
anytime.
pleasure speaking with you. And Steve, it was a pleasure being on panel with you and talking to you earlier.
Peace,
So,
buddy.
enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone.
Hopefully, we'll see you
Thanks.
tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll be around.
All right.
It's good.
All right, thanks, guys.
Moose drop
Holy
like that.
shit.
Most of my moose have dropped. That's awesome, Trevor. But yeah, but it's
And just because I disagree, just because I don't do it, doesn't mean I disagree with it. You want to shoot them right in the shoulder bone and drop them in their tracks? Go for it.
shoot exactly. I
don't do it.
Right, and so I don't care. I mean, I know a guy. All he does is take headshots on deer because he doesn't ruin the meat. That's his thing. You know what I mean? I get it. Okay, you don't want to ruin the meat. If you go to a good butcher, all you're gonna ruin is just the fucking immediate spot where you shot it, and that's all you're gonna lose.
And the thing is,
because a good butcher, he'll get it out and he'll you know, oh shit.
Unless you're grinding it, you can't eat the ribs on a deer anyhow because they're all full of sinew and
right. There's no meat on them anyway.
What's the fat called? It's
Fat.
not regular fat.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's nasty. Unless you like that, I know some guys, oh, I love that fat just coating my mouth. I love that feeling. It's like, not me.
Yeah. Gear Grind says grilled deer ribs.
Tallow. Thank you,
Tallow.
Daryl.
Yeah. No, but it's like I don't understand why people think they need the. You want to buy it because you want to buy it. You want to buy it because you're going to competition. Knock yourself out.
Well, the main
That's
reason,
one thing. If you're going to be competing, yes, buy a
the main
$2,000
reason guys buy that stuff is because the fellas on TV use it.
Oh, fuck the fucking fellas on TV. I'm done with those fucking assholes too. They're all thinking, and then I shouldn't say all because there are some that, and I get it. They have to edit. That's why I'd rather watch them on YouTube than watch them on TV because on YouTube, at least when they edit, they'll show the blips. They'll show the fucking dude. We've been on there for 4 hours. You know what I mean? Type stuff. Where on TV you don't see none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
You see them, they're in a fucking tree stand for 10 minutes. They shoot a deer, they clean it, they find it, they use their flashlight, off they go. And they don't miss, they don't fucking, they get one every time they go. And it's horseshit. So, I just, the only two guys that I know that go out anytime they want and shoot a deer all the time is fucking Jezzo and fucking Stump. They don't hunt, they kill. That's what I'm saying. It's not even fair. But it's just I just don't I don't know. I just don't see it. These guys that have to have the.
I knew a guy went out and bought a whole complete new bow rig every year. And it was the latest, greatest thing on the market every year. He had to buy a whole new rig.
I'll never understand it.
Just what some people are into. Some
It's like
people go to casinos, other ones don't.
Well, I say to him, I said, let me ask you a question. I'm not even being funny. And he's like, what? I go, all right, so let's suppose you shoot first. He says, yeah. I said, you shoot 3 shots. He says, yeah. I said, and we're shooting, a 9-inch pie plate because that's or a 9-inch paper plate because that's what you're supposed to shoot on wild game, right? That large wild game, right?
Yeah.
Bear hunting and all. He goes, okay. I goes, and by the way, like was told to me, you don't need to go 100 yards. You just need to go 50 yards because you're not going to shoot 100 yards here. And if you do, just fucking, what do you call it? I always forget the name of that word.
Hail Mary?
No.
Oh.
When you adjust your shot, because let's say, what the fuck was that word?
Kentucky windage?
No. So let's say your center's here. Your center's center on 50 yards, right? And on 100 yards, it's going to be, if you aim for center, it's going to be a little higher. Low. Hold over. If you hold over on target, if you're walking down a trail and the railroad bed, you can hold over and do it,
Right.
But I'm just saying, I go, so let me ask you a question. He says, what? I says, the inner circle of a paper plate? He said, yeah. I said, let me ask you a question. He said, what? I go, you put 3 shots on that inner circle on a paper plate. He says, yep. He says, and then I put 3 shots on that inner plate, on that, the same inner circle on the paper plate. He says, yeah. I says, which gun is better? He goes, what? I goes, I don't stutter. I go, which gun's better? As you put 3 shots on the inner circle of a paper plate, and I put 3 shots in the inner circle of a paper plate. I want to know which gun is better. I was looking at a 300 Win Mag. But Gage needed new goalie gear. And when I got done putting this together, I had a 2300 tied up.
Hockey is the most expensive sport out there.
And that's just gear. That's not fucking what they charge you for fucking
Ice time and all that.
ice time and these graphite, Stevie, these graphite sticks now, they're not going out buying no $20 Coho fucking wooden fucking stick.
Oh, come on.
You
know? One of the top name goalie pad makers was right up the road from me.
Oh, really?
You know what the stuffing is on those on the upper end one?
On the inside of a goalie pad?
Yeah.
I have no I truly have no idea.
Deer hair.
On the inside of a goalie pad is deer hair?
Yeah, inside. You know how they got the ribs, the tubes?
Yes.
Down the front, that's deer hair.
Really?
Yep.
Never knew that. Never knew that.
I know.
The only thing I knew about deer you can do is when I shot the deer, my buddy said, have the butcher chop the tail off. I want the tail. I want the tail. I want the tail. Again, the tail. This kid was learning how to make flies.
Yep.
I never knew either. I never knew you can use a tail for.
I used to use them for making mouse for my fly rod. I'd make mouse and frogs with them because deer hair floats because it's hollow inside.
Because it's a tube, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a 17 millimeter? Yeah, 17. You got a 7mm rem too? Why are those things only 3 shots? Can somebody please tell me why?
I didn't know they were.
So my buddy Mike, his son, he's got the 7mm whatever. It's all tacked out, right? That's how it came. And he says, his kid says to me last hunting season, he says, you want a shot in the arm? Shoot this fucking thing. So I'm like, well, I shoot the Mauser, the 8mm Mauser, so a 7mm can't be much worse. I'm guessing, right? But it's a lot louder, I think. I think his 7mm was a lot louder than the Mauser was.
It's a fast gun.
Yeah, it's going a lot quicker, right? Mike, you ever hear of bucktail streamers? No, I have not. But it did. I'll tell you what. It did. It kicked it. Probably more than the Maus, but a little, not by much. But first of all, the gun's expensive. He gets it for a song, absolute song, right? And I said to him, I go, $3 for a mag? He goes, yeah. I just never. I would have assumed it, because if you put it on your bench, Stevie, right? It's just all tacked out, so you would assume that it comes with a fucking, clipazine like this. $3.
Gerald says because the case of the bullet is so huge.
Okay.
Shell.
Trevor said the biggest kick he ever had was a 300 Ultra Win Mag. I've never shot a Win Mag, so I don't know.
I've shot a 10 gauge before.
Really?
Whoa.
How'd that feel? I've never shot a 10.
I don't think I would.
I did.
Damn. Hats off to you.
I never shot a 50 cal fucking Desert Eagle either, so. Well, what Smith & Wesson had, the 500, right?
Yeah.
But then but Smith & Wesson lucks out because they got the long barrel. You see their long barrels like this fucking long. It's still gonna hurt. It's still gonna come up at you. I mean, I really don't care, but no. I'm trying to think of the worst kick.
Had somebody get me to shoot a Desert Eagle. I said, "Fuck you."
The worst kick caliber.
Yeah, I guess
Trev,
I don't know much about them.
Trev, the worst kick I ever got. Now, not believe it or not, the worst kick I ever got was from my 12 gauge. And that's because I left it off my shoulder maybe that much.
Wow.
All right. And it wasn't winter, but it was probably mid-November. And I had my hunting coat on. And I had an elbow. You know, we were at the table. I didn't have it in a sled or anything. And so I'm sitting there like this. And I don't know, whatever you want to call it, being lazy, being whatever. And
Got some momentum going, did it?
that one that actually like really hurt. Like I went, like I thought I got shot. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was the biggest.
Want to hear something weird? The worst kicking gun I have is an old timey, light as a feather, 16 gauge.
Well, yeah. Is it
Something about a 16 gauge? I don't know what it is. That thing kicks like a mule.
Is it the Mossberg with the
No,
that
I
has
think it's
that's
an
a
old
three
Stevens or something.
that's a two mag a 2-shot mag too. I have a 16 gauge Mossberg. Jerry gave me all the fucking, what do you call it for it? The ammo, gave me a mag for it and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, my stepfather had it.
Oh, the old bolt action?
It's mag fed.
Yeah,
I
bolt
believe.
action shotgun.
Where is the I'll bring it up. Let me see if I can bring it up for you.
Anyhow, I got the 20 gauge version.
Oh,
of that.
really?
Yeah, it's my dad's gun, the one I grew up shooting. That's a great little rabbit gun. I just noticed her name on there. What's this button do?
Oh where, oh where.
Yeah, the last time I shot that gun at a rabbit, I about ripped my hand off because it kicked so hard on the single shot. They got that little lever to crack the barrel open. That went right over in between my thumb and my forefinger. And it kicked so hard that it actually popped the barrel open. It's like, holy shit.
I think it's this one.
3-shot bolt action, I bet you.
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you that I haven't even shot it, Stevie. I know that because when I called my nephew, I said, is that magazine fed? He said yes. So then I said, okay, so
Gerald
then,
saying model 55.
so I have a model 55. Thank you. Because I showed
Right on, Trevor. A cooey. I don't believe I've ever heard of a cooey. Oh, and I was so excited. I actually jumped a partridge up on my property this weekend. I must be
did ya?
retired. Yep. I'm excited to get up there bird hunting. I haven't went partridge hunting in so long. And boy, did I forget how fast some things were. Gone.
Well, last year, what's the one we can't shoot?
Spruce grouse?
Spruce grouse. We can't shoot the
The
spruce grouse.
darker ones?
Yeah, and they're fucking like, and their necks are wicked longer, right? Well, in my opinion, anyways, I think they are. And I'm like, and I scope them. I'm like, I think that's the one I can't have. Then I'm like, you have a muzzle loader. I don't think that's gonna look good.
Big old poof.
You know.
Right on. Cooey's Canadian, eh? I love carrying that single shot 16 gauge, but holy crap. Shooting, it's another, I think it's full choke too.
I don't know which. I forgot, Stevie. You know what? I'll go to my brother's and I'll take a look, see. But yeah, like I said, Jesuit was nice enough to give me the magazine for it. Some ammo for it.
Cool.
As soon as my brother had to move again, so as soon as he settles in, we're gonna take a bunch of guns down to the range. And I said, as long as we can take the old ones too. I said, because I got my great grandfather's. Is he my great grandfather? My great grandfather. It would be my mother's grandfather would be my great grandfather, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So my we got his double barrel. Oh my God, Steve, you got to see this double barrel.
Well, just make sure it doesn't have the old twisted barrels.
It's fucking beautiful. Mike, you sure? I thought that spruce grouse was down east part of the state. I was told we can't shoot. I thought it was a spruce we couldn't shoot. It's brown, like
Brown is a regular rough grouse.
like brown paper bag brown. It was brown. It wasn't dark like a regular grouse.
No, the regular grouse is brown. Spruce grouse are darker.
Do I still have the picture on my phone? No, because I traded new phones. I wish I had the picture on my phone because I took a picture of it. Because his wings were all out, or her wings, whatever. Like she was strutting almost, if you will, like a turkey would.
That was a male rough grouse.
Okay. And anyway, I took a picture of it. That's how close the fucking thing was.
Cool.
Yeah, the only time I've seen him that close is we were kicking and walking up the fucking trail one morning, and I'm like, motherfucker.
That's
I mean, I call it the trail, but it used to be. It only used to be like two snowmobiles wide, like literally. If you put two snowmobiles side by side, that's about how wide this trail used to be. And it was gravel / stone dust. You know what I mean? Because some part of the snowmobile association or something used to take care of it in the winter, and they used to get blah blah blah. And then they came in. The next year I come in and I'm like, hey, where's the trail? And my buddy Mike starts laughing. He goes, that ain't no trail. I said, that's a fucking logging road now. He goes, yep. Yeah, I said, it's cool. We can drive on it now. He goes, nope. He says, all they did was widen it when they came in. They asked when they came in to log it, they asked the Snowmobile Association, asked them, they said, yeah, you can come in and log it, but you got to fucking make that road wide. I don't want a little. So they made the road wider. They put trenches where they needed trenches and whatever you want to call it, runoffs for the water and all that bullshit.
All right.
All right, then it was the other. It wasn't a spruce grouse, then it was the other one.
Yeah, that's my favorite bird to eat, right there with pheasant, which we
Yeah.
no longer hardly have any in Michigan. Although I did see some.
We have pheasant. You know what they do, Steve? They take about 300 of them, and in this one particular WMA, all right, and they'll take 300 of them, and they'll post it on the internet. They put it in a newspaper, and they do all this stuff, and they tell you what day they're gonna let it go, and they let all of them fucking go. All you hear for 3 straight days, bang, 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 right? It makes no sense to me. Well, they won't survive the winter anyways, between the coyotes and the fucking in the winter itself. Really? You know that for a fact? Okay. Because I'm quite sure 6,000 years ago, if somebody said, the white-tailed deer ain't going to live that long, well, guess what? They survived 6,000 years or whatever it is now. What are they on? 6,000 years old or whatever the hell they are.
All right.
They must be doing something right. I still want the fucking doe back. She was chocolate, dark chocolate brown, right? And she had a white ring around her whole head, this thick.
Wow, cool.
And I wanted to shoot that fucking thing 12 times or a muzzleloader season, right? And I'll never forget, I'm looking at it, and I got her in the scope, and I'm like, I don't even need the scope. She's that fucking close. But I don't have the, what do you call it underneath? I don't have the, I took them off. Which I never should have taken my sights off, but I did. Anywho, probably the most beautiful doe I've ever seen in my life. And she was fucking huge. She probably went about fucking 140, 150. And that's pretty big for a doe up here,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people, they don't, like fishing. Fishing down south and fishing up here are way two different animals. Two different animals.
Yep.
They fish in fucking Florida and Texas, and they're pulling up fucking 12, 13, 14-pound fucking bass.
Well, not only that,
you ain't catching that unless you have a private pond.
I couldn't find any clear water down there to fish. It was all muddy.
Really?
Every place I went fishing was muddy water.
See, I like being able to see what the fuck you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it makes fishing tougher.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. I don't know. Iron sights, yes. Thank you, Trevor. I got iron sights on the fucking on the Mossberg on the Mauser. Of course, you have to anyway. But although I did see one with a scope on it, I thought it took away from, because I'm a nostalgic type of guy. The gun wasn't made with a scope on it. Don't fucking put one on there. It wasn't made to have one. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just how I look at it, anyways. I mean, I could be all wrong about the whole subject, but
Fun.
57.
Hey,
Good
Fawn.
evening, sweetheart. Hoping things are well. And if we have any issues whatsoever, we need to talk to Shalisa. It's all her fault.
I did it.
Lift up bus, throw her right under.
It's all Shalisa's fault / Susie's fault, because Susie didn't come in tonight and say hi, Mikey, hi guys, hi crowd. Like she does pretty much every Friday night.
She's with family.
I know, that's why you can't tease her.
Yeah, I stripped the scope right off of my 30-30. Went back to iron sights like it's supposed to be. I have yet to kill a deer with that gun. Never even shot at one before.
Still pretty damn cool that time you shot it with your revolver.
I want more. That was exciting.
That seemed like it was exciting, to be honest with you.
Just the way he turns the camera and holds that thing up, just grinning. Priceless.
I don't think they let us hunt in mass with a handgun.
Sit, eat, and grin, man. Just
Yeah, that was a first.
Which is, you know, how was last weekend, Mikey? It was very nice, Fawn. Thank you for asking. It was really nice.
It's funny. I just watched that video the other day.
Want to get set on the mounts for my 30-06.
Just talking about
You
the,
know?
the
Yeah.
see-through mounts where the scope's up here and you can look under.
Scope's
I
up
had
here,
those
you can
on
look
my
under.
30. It took some getting used to because you got to have your
Oh, no, yeah.
head up to see through the scope.
Yep. They will let you hunt with a handgun in Maine. Yeah, I don't think you can in mass. I don't know. I got different beliefs on different hunting laws, but I don't make the laws. I just have to abide by them. Where's Miss Dish? Miss Dish is feeling under the weather right now, Fawn. So she's taking tonight off.
I hope she's lying and maybe she's just getting lucky. Didn't want to say it. I don't wish illness on anybody.
Yeah, and nor do I. And it's I hope she just feels better soon. That's all. There's a gun I never owned, a 30-30, but my 308 is a lever action, so it's
that's
my
what
push
my
gun.
stepfather was hunting with.
Yeah.
When I used to go hunting with my stepdad and my cousin, stepdad had a 30-30.
Popular gun. I
Someone,
bought mine because it looked like a cowboy gun.
yeah.
First rifle I ever bought, I think.
Oh, what you think it was the what do you call it? The 1873.
I can't remember what. No, mine's a model 94. Trapper. Real short one. Kicks like a freaking mule for a 30.
Oh yeah, it's short. I was gonna say that's probably gonna hurt a little bit.
I'm more comfortable from a bench. I'm more
Yeah.
comfortable shooting my 30-06 than I am that 30-30. Because it is so lightweight and so short.
Yeah, they'll come out of your hand a little bit when I want it.
Right on, Gerald B.
Yeah, probably, Jay. I mean, I'm.
And then I reloaded a whole bunch of rounds for that 30-30, a little hotter than factory loads.
Uh-oh.
It does have a bark to it.
You know what happens when you're using hot loads? That's what's his name. You stick a thumb in it.
Yeah. No, not that. Not off the charts hot. Just.
What the fuck did I just watch? He blew something up. Some gun.
He's been blowing up. He blew up a Desert Eagle the other day.
Yeah, that's what it was. A Desert Eagle. Yeah, the thing went like this.
Yeah, perfect split.
Yeah. But I'm like, oh, just damn, he just ruined the perfect fucking gun.
I know. It tells you how much money he's getting from Patreon.
Exactly.
Huh?
I think that's where all his money is Patreon, because he doesn't do a lot of what do you call it? I mean, he has sponsors. I mean, usually he does them in the beginning of the video. Hi, I'm Scott. It makes that sound effect. I love the sound effects.
Whew.
But
Should get sponsored by that table company, as many as he destroys.
You know where he got some from? Sporting Warehouse. Sporting. What's it called?
Sportsman's Warehouse.
Well, Sportsman's Guide, whatever.
Oh,
The
okay.
next time you watch one of his videos, look at the table closely. It has the insignia from.
Oh, gotcha.
But the 303 Brit has killed more Canadian moose than any other.
Right on.
Why
Popular gun out there.
Why a 303 Brit? Talk to me there.
They were cheap back in the day, left over from the war.
Oh, really?
Yep.
All right, guys, listen, you know what?
Ooh, damn.
It's 12:02, and I know it's early. Kia's probably getting mad at me. But I got a really busy day ahead of me tomorrow.
What the hell was I looking at before? I thought it was like 1:30, almost 2
No,
o'clock.
it's 12:02.
He's looking at porn.
Looking at
Something.
porn. But no, I'm and my back's starting to go.
Right on. I can tell you
So
rocking.
I'm gonna go upstairs, take some Naprosyn, and go from there. Stevie, you gonna do a chat tomorrow night?
I plan on it, unless something else comes up, which I doubt, or I fall asleep. But other than that, yeah, chatathon.
Yeah. So you guys go to Stevie's chat tomorrow night.
Saturday night chat.
Try to make it a little earlier, and I froze up
Oh, dang.
with my eyes rolled.
Who are
Oh,
you?
look at that! You look at the
Right there.
devil. He
Seriously.
looks like the
Holy
devil.
Shit! Why'd that
Shalisa,
happen?
look at his eyes. Shalisa, you gotta screenshot that for me, please, please.
There you go.
And then when you send it to me in an email, then I can shorten it up just so I can get him all by himself.
All
Can
right.
you still hear me talking?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That is
Absolutely.
horrific.
Wait
looking.
till next
Smile,
week.
smile, Mike. There you go.
Wait till next week's fucking Stevie's fucking frozen picture is gonna be next week's fucking thumbnail. Oh, absolutely. We absolutely got to do that. Shout out to Uncle Kyle. Uncle Kyle, I know I know you saw my messages in the Facebook message guys chat that we have. But my thoughts are with you, and I hope you wind up. I hope you wind up getting what you deserve, and what you truly need. Obviously, what you're doing isn't what you truly need. So, but I hope it all. Oh, now he's out. But I hope it. Uncle Kyle, I hope it all works out for you, buddy. All right. So listen, we're gonna get out of here. Stop by Stevie's chat tomorrow night around 10-ish. All right. And for those who don't know Stevie's chat, if you're listening for the first time, that would be Stevie's Woodworking in Homestead, who's looking at his devil eyes is still there. And
damn it.
But so stop by his channel tomorrow night around 10-ish if we can ever get him unstuck from my channel. And stop by his around 10. And then we'll go from there. All right. Dish, I hope you feel better, sweetheart. I really do. I hope you can shake this cold, whatever you got.
Boyfriend cold,
Yeah, no, she's I believe. I think she's got what she's, but I just hope she feels better because, being sick, who the fuck? Nobody likes being. That's just wrong.
Ooh.
All right, so we're out of here, folks. Thanks a million. Thanks for everybody on the panel. Thanks for everybody, obviously, on the comment section. Much appreciated. See ya.
I'm gonna take my devil ass to bed.